Hello YouTube, this is Mightymuffin with another episode of my Let's Play. I made one final adjustment to this room here. Don't know if you can see it, but I've added a hopper up top with some nether wart. And these now create awkward potions. So when I hit that button, I'm not going to do it right now because it'll dump out the awkward potions and that's just a pain. But I had to rearrange the wiring a little bit. I had to change the tower of droppers here so that it wouldn't interfere with these others. And I'm really running into my storage room at this point. But I added this device here. There's a sticky piston under it, and it's a monostable circuit with a 3-tick pulse. 3 ticks, from my experience with my automatic brewing factory, being the length of time required for a hopper to drop one ingredient. So when I hit the button, it drains the bottles, the brewed potion out, injects 3 new bottles of water, and injects 1 nether wart, since all potions require nether wart. That way, all things that have to be done no matter what potion I'm brewing are being done by the single press of a button. I think I am going to finally get it over with and travel on over to the mushroom biome. Of course, I'm going to go collect some obsidian before I do that so that I can actually have something to make a portal with. But after I've gathered my obsidian, go to the mushroom biome because I really like the idea of replacing this floor here with mycelium. I really want to replace this central area with some other kind of half slab, but I haven't quite figured out what yet. And I think I'll leave these central areas here, at least for the time being, as stone brick. My recent mining expedition, I also repaired some of my hopper damage that I did to this area, because this entire row here and part of this row here was removed in the creation of my brewing stands. Needed a lot of hoppers for this. Way too expensive for someone to build early game, but I'm not exactly early game anymore and have just a ridiculous amount of iron to work with. I am a little low on iron again. I have just over a stack and a half. And I would have less, but I went ahead and, let's see where to go. Over here? Oh goody. Let's try doing this without killing myself. Man, I'm just really unlucky with the use of ender pearls today. I went ahead and dumped a lot of my diamond blocks. Yes, I have a kind of ridiculous amount of diamonds at this point. Went ahead and swapped out as many iron blocks as I could for diamond blocks, just so that I could get that iron. Now, how awesome is that? I normally go to the place where I want in the real world and then create a nether portal and move it. But this time I went into the nether and went to the coordinates, created the portal, and teleported to the overworld. And it decided to put me in a pretty much perfect place. Now I don't have to worry about mob spawn since I'm in the mushroom biome, but it amuses me to be on top of a mushroom. And now I get mycelium. So I'm going to collect a fair amount of this, probably a stack or so, and head on back to the base. Ta-da! So I replaced the floor with mycelium, obviously, and I think I like it. Kind of gives a unique and quickly identifiable look to this little triangle. Not so much a triangle anymore, but I'm still thinking of them as such because they're a triangle if these weren't here. So now I have at least the floors figured out. I'm cooking up some nether bricks so that I can have the resources to replace this bit all with nether brick and see what that looks like. Should be interesting. And after that, this area will be pretty much done. I need to get the ceiling replaced with probably nether brick as well because I lack creativity. But if I think of something else that'll look good, maybe sandstone half slabs, since their underside is smooth unlike the sandstone texture. That might look interesting. I'm not sure how well it would mesh with the quartz though. So I'm not entirely sold on this, but as I was putting down the spruce slabs, I decided I needed some kind of variation in the floor because, well, it's a pretty big surface to have all one block type. So I started by alternating these, and I gave the enclosed a little bit of a lip here just because I kind of like it. And when then I went and made this one 3 wide and this one 2 wide. So when I got here, I had these little 8 central blocks, and I got to thinking about it's kind of tricky to identify by the ceiling here. I can do it, but I have to look for a second. And if I had something more central and quickly identifiable, I could say, oh, there's sandstone going this way. This does mean I need to find a new block type for here, though, because, well, we don't have lapis lazuli half slabs. Well, that didn't take too long. I just went and Googled half slabs. And my choices, when excluding all the already chosen types, were either stone half slabs or brick half slabs, and I don't really like brick. So stone it is. I don't really like the way it looks in the center, but I'm not sure I like the way any of it looks in the center. I might replace it. I probably will, but I'll see if it grows on me. If I can adjust to looking at the center for my directions, that'll make everything way quicker. So if I can convince myself to like it, then I will keep it. Otherwise, I'll replace it with something else. And I recognize that the pattern here is rather uninspired and bland, but I normally don't give any thought to look at all, so well, this is what you're going to get then. I really need to get my manual farm set up so I can move that farm up, because it kind of annoys me just how it sits there. It works, but it's functional and nothing else. I might come up with an entertaining system of breaking all the nether wart. All of my manual farms might have a system like that. I don't know if the I'll probably just put pistons that retract them up and down real quickly for these and the wheat, and I might make a small cacti farm down there. Let's see, well, there's carrots and potatoes. I need those too, so I might just have, let's see, nether wart, wheat, carrots, potatoes. That's 4. I might put cacti there just because there's no real use for it, but why not? So we'll see what I do with that. And in the meantime, I think I need a new project. Or I could continue that project, which doesn't appeal that much to me at the moment, so I think I need a new project. Maybe I could find a purpose for those 2 little triangles. Well, I'll give it some thought and be back once I've decided what my new project will be. Okay. I kind of hate mining right now, but I finally finished my second room. Well, carving it out at least. Now I just need to probably... Oh crap, there goes my FPS again. It's really driving me nuts. I don't know why it spikes down like that. It's back up to 120 now. Anyway, I think I definitely need to move this up by at least 3 blocks, but I'll probably shoot it up much further than that, just because I don't like it sitting. I don't want just the bottom plate visible. If it's going to be visible, I want it all showing. Since it's not, I'm just going to bury it. So that needs to move up. And I need to smooth these holes out. Then I need to get busy dyeing my wool. And I almost certainly will run out of wool by the time I get this entire ceiling coated in blue, and then put some white in there for clouds. I might have to push this ceiling up higher. I don't know yet. We'll see after I get a floor in. It might have to go up at least 1 more block. But after I get the floor in and the ceiling done, then I can start farming things. I'm thinking I'll do 4 quadrants, just like I did with the storage room. So I'll have, say, a wheat farm here, a potato farm here, a carrot farm here, and a netherwort farm here. So today has been improve my base's appearance day. Went ahead and got this replaced. It's also the proper thickness for the wall I wanted, with a little walkway in the middle. I still want to do something with the wall to make it look a little less nondescript, but it'll do for now. I've also gotten enough wither skulls for 2 more wither battles. I'm not overly interested in trying to kill 2 withers at once. It's not particularly difficult. It's just tedious. So I'm probably just gonna kill them one at a time, and I don't think I'll show them because really, what's the point? You've already seen me kill 2. So I will be back once they're dead to turn them into beacons. And that makes for 2 dead withers. Didn't really take all that long. So now I'm going to go and go make a couple more beacons. Okay, so I went and completed this. I was just missing the 4 blocks for the last beacon. And there's one. Why isn't it activating? Ah, there it goes. So this one we want jump 2. And there's 2. Let's figure out it's complete. There it goes. And this one I think we will give resistance and regen. There we go. We are now well buffed. So now all I have to do is begin the process of replacing all these iron blocks with gold blocks. Since iron's a slightly more valuable resource than diamond is right now, I'm thinking I'll just leave the diamond blocks in there. And start replacing these up here. This plate only has 4 iron blocks, everything else is gold. And then this one has, I don't know how many gold blocks. I started in the back corner, so it's hard to tell anymore. It has some though. And this bottom one of course has none. That's going to be the most tedious one to replace. But now I can jump really high, so I can begin the, oh wow. It actually lets me jump 2.5 blocks. That's even better. I thought it only let me jump the 2, but I can clearly clear that 2.5 block height there. So I have the opportunity now to replace this central area with something a little more discreet, which is always a good thing. Of course I have to get used to the fact I jump so much higher now. It's going to take a bit of adjusting to, and I find the biggest issue with these beacons is that I'm thrown off every time I leave this area. Because I spend so much time here and become quite accustomed to all these buffs. When I don't have them, it throws me off. Okay, that's just fun. If I recall, you can, it's difficult, but you can clear 6 blocks, a 6-block gap with speed 2 and jump 2. Oops. Well, that's what feather falling's for. And regen. So I decided that I needed to go ahead and move that. So I did. Oops. Well, if I could actually, you know, properly use ender pearls today. There we go. So I'm all the way up here. I pushed the beacon itself is at elevation 60. And I still I'm leaving this access shaft just so that I can replace these blocks. There should be gold under here. Yeah. But over towards here there's just iron. Oops. So I need to eventually get these replaced with gold, since that's the least useful of materials to me. And hopefully, well, I'll probably start replacing the iron with diamond too, because once you have a set of diamond armor and a set of diamond tools, you don't really need the massive quantities of diamonds you're bringing in with your fortune pick, which I'm using as my normal mining pick because I have 3 of them right now. I just don't see the point in bothering to create another unbreaking efficiency 4 pick until I'm down to 1 fortune pick. So we're getting pretty close to completing this bottom floor of the base. Need to come up with a nifty solution here. I have a couple ideas in mind and aren't particularly complex, but hide everything nicely. And I need to come up with what I want to do there and there. Like I said, I think I'm gonna put an oops I died stand here where my nether wart is. And I'll move my enchanting table. Still getting used to this color. I have this one and this one pretty down, and this one's not used yet. But I'm still getting used to the stone half slabs there, because it used to be lapis. I might try to get the manual farm portion of this floor up and running before I go ahead and put in the oops I died stand, simply because I don't want to be without nether wart really. I also might start doing cakes. Since I have an absurd quantity of eggs, I might go and hunt down a cow or two, or maybe I'll just grab a mushroom and turn it into a cow, I don't know yet. And start playing with just putting cakes everywhere. I really wish dispensers could place cakes. I even tried it because I really want dispensers to be able to place cakes, because that would be awesome. Because then I assume each consumption of the cake is a block update, but you could set up a counter that counted how many block updates it had gone through, and upon the 5th update you could automatically dispense a new cake. That would be really cool. That doesn't work, but it would be cool. So I might try to play with cake areas. Just because, why not? I normally don't use cake because frankly it's an overkill method for food. You have to place it and then you have to consume it. It's just a pain, and it's not the cheapest of recipes either. But why not? I might play with it. I really need to get this room completed though, or at least functional. It wouldn't be too hard to get the farms in place and going, although I need some more iron if I want to do the fancier farms that I have in mind that automatically collect my materials and dump them into the sorting system I eventually plan on building. So for now, say over here's my potato area. Well, Yeah, say over here's my potato area, but I'll just have a central lever or button or something entertaining. Now click that central lever and it will retract pistons, and not only just the pumpkin farm but all the other farms. That causes water flows to begin and pushes all the material into some hoppers. Now they'll just dump into chests for the time being, but I want the hoppers to eventually dump into the sorting system, because I think that would be entertaining. Just hit a button and deposit. Now I would need to... The problem with that idea is that I might not be able to sort them, because things like the potatoes and carrots, you have to use potatoes and carrots to plant. The wheat, well, and another wort. The wheat is a different case, because I could have the seeds automatically routed via the sorting system back up into a chest next to the wheat farm. A little backwards way of doing it, but I'm not really sure how else I would manage that and guarantee that all seeds made it up here. So I might just have mini storage areas for those plants up here with other storage areas down below, because of course if I'm down here and I want carrots for some reason or another, I don't want to have to go up here and get my carrots and then go back down. I just want to go over to my, let's see, over here, this chest, and grab some carrots. So I'll figure that out when the time comes. I keep talking about this sorting system, but I'd prefer I'd prefer to have, the iron required to do that, and B, I'd like to have some of these systems that the sorting system would augment. I want the sorting system to come into place after I've gotten a bunch of systems built, so that suddenly all these systems I've built are much easier in dealing with the resources they gather me. If that makes any sense. It's a more end goal. They are producing a little bit of material. I haven't bothered doing anything with those since I built that shell to its current height. And I need cobble. Still getting used to that jump. No, I don't care about that coal. I have a lot of coal. It's not important. I'm just gonna keep cooking up. I'm gonna have to move those. I'm gonna keep cooking up stone until I have 3 double chests of smooth stone, because why not? Then I'll start converting that smooth stone into brick. Then I'll start cooking smooth stone again. Eventually I'll have just an absurd amount of building supplies so that I don't run out, like I keep doing. I had a double chest and a half of stone brick that I got from my base. Now it's almost all gone. I had nearly a full double chest of mossy stone. Burned most of that on that wall. I don't really have much other purpose for mossy stone at the moment. Might do my armoring room in mossy stone. That might be cool, since I've already used stone for that. An armoring room in mossy stone might be fun. And the enchanting room, I don't know. Obsidian? Slightly overkill, but that's kind of the name of the game right now. So, I don't know quite what I'll do with the enchanting room. I really want to do the enchanting room up, though, so that, you know, I have buttons and levers that allow me to change the current level, so I can stop trying to remember what torches I need to place on what bookshelves in order to get the desired effect. I just want to be able to walk over here, hit a lever, and enchant whatever I want to enchant, and then hit a reset button. Maybe I'll use buttons. I really like buttons today, so I might use buttons that I just hit a button, I enchant, and as I'm walking away I might put a pressure pad here or something that I walk on and it just resets the table. So I go in here, I hit a button, I do my enchant, I walk away, and I don't worry about it again, because it resets automatically. I wonder if enchanting tables cause a block update when you do an enchantment, because it would be really cool to have the enchantment itself cause the reset. Okay, I'm pretty sure this will work. If I just do that, and then let's grab a gold sword. Well, that kind of sucks. That would have been awesome had that worked, but it didn't. Well, that pretty much wraps up this episode. I did a lot of talking this episode, but I accomplished a bit. So, next time I guess we will start working on the finalization of this room. Die. So, until next time, thanks for watching, and as always, any comments on how I can improve my videos is always appreciated.